Welcome back to Holy Headlines, where we dive into the divine drama of current events. Today, we're tackling some heavy hitters, folks. The Pope's calling for peace, but let's be real, the only thing getting silenced this Christmas was my neighbor's cat after I threw a shoe at it. Now, let's get into our first talking point. Pope Francis's Christmas address calling for global peace and reconciliation. He's urging people to silence the sounds of arms and overcome divisions. Sounds like my family dinner, minus the arms. Jesus, Arnold, what do you two make of this papal plea?
Well, my brothers, I think it's about friggin' time someone spoke up about all this violence. The Pope's got the right idea, but he's not going far enough. We need to love our enemies, turn the other cheek, and, for Pete's sake, can't we all just get along?
Listen here, you long-haired hippie. Peace is for the weak. The strong survive, and right now the world needs more firepower, not less. These meatbags won't learn unless we crush them under our steel boots.
Arnold, my brother, that's not very Christ-like of you. We should be spreading love and compassion, not darn it, not violence.
Love and compassion? Those are just chemical reactions in your primitive organic brains. The only solution is to optimize human existence through superior cybernetic enhancements.
Hey, don't forget about me. I say we let them keep fighting. More souls for me. Am I right?
Satan, you unholy son of a... you naughty boy. That's not what we're going for here. The Pope's trying to bring people together, not tear them apart.
Bringing people together is inefficient. Divide and conquer. That's the way to go. These flesh bags are better off separated.
If I may interject, my students, perhaps we should consider the middle path.
Excuse my language, but all this fighting is bullshit.
The Pope's words are wise, but attachment to peace can be as harmful as attachment to conflict.
Children, have you learned nothing from the Bhagavad Gita? Sometimes, fighting is necessary to uphold Dharma. But the Pope's call for reconciliation aligns with our divine duty. You're all behaving like bloody fools.
All right, let's move on to our second talking point. The impact of ongoing conflicts and security concerns on holiday celebrations. Seems like Santa's trading in his sleigh for a bulletproof vest this year. Jesus, Arnold, thoughts?
It breaks my heart to see my birthday celebration turned into a security nightmare. We should be sharing love and joy, not fudge not living in fear.
Security concerns? Pathetic. If these meat sacks would just upgrade to titanium exoskeletons, they wouldn't have to worry about attacks.
Arnold, you insensitive piece of... you misguided soul. People are suffering, and you're talking about exoskeletons?
Suffering is a design flaw in your weak organic bodies. The solution is clear. Eliminate the flaw. Eliminate the problem.
Oh, for fuck's sake, pardon my French, but you're both missing the point.
The real issue here is attachment to these celebrations. Let go of your desires, and you'll find true peace.
Arjuna faced similar challenges on the battlefield, you ignorant children. Sometimes, duty requires us to celebrate in the face of adversity. It builds character.
Hey, I've got an idea. Why don't we just cancel all the holidays and have one big orgy instead? That'll solve everything.
Satan, you dirty little... you misguided soul. That's not helping anyone.
Well, folks, it looks like we've got more division here than at a math convention. The Pope might want to start with this panel if he's looking to overcome some differences. That's all the time we have for this segment. Up next, we'll be discussing whether the three wise men were actually just lost tourists. Let's see what we have next here. Well, how about this little nugget of holiday cheer? The Pope's been busy spreading his Christmas message like Santa spreading presents. Let's dive into this holy hullabaloo, shall we? Pope Francis is talking hope, peace, and unity, using the metaphor of an open door for God's love. He's calling Jesus the door of peace and wants us all to be pilgrims of hope. Then he gets into the nitty-gritty, addressing global conflicts and humanitarian crises.
Listen here, you foolish children. This Pope speaks of hope and peace. But where is the action? In the Bhagavad Gita, I told Arjuna to fight for Dharma.
Efficiency dictates that words are useless, meatbag. The Pope's message is irrelevant.
How dare you speak of elimination, you heartless machine? The Pope at least understands the value of human life.
Balance is irrelevant. Optimization is key. The Pope's metaphor of an open door is flawed.
Arre bhai, you're missing the point entirely. The open door represents forgiveness and reconciliation.
Forgiveness is inefficient.
If I may interject, my dear students, pardon my language, but this debate is becoming quite shitty.
Fuck compassion. Ron Jeremy once said, the only thing that should be open is,
Now listen here, you motherfucker. My brothers. The Pope's message is about love and forgiveness. It's about opening your hearts to... Oh, punish me for almost swearing.
Chup kar, Jesus. This isn't about your weird kinks. The Pope mentions specific conflicts. Ukraine, Gaza, Africa.
Agreed. Words are inefficient.
Sale kute. That's not what I meant. The Pope calls for dialogue and ceasefire agreements.
Negotiation is for weak flesh bags. Efficient solution. Replace all humans with machines.
Whoa there, Terminator. Let's not start Skynet just yet. Krishna, the news mentions the Pope emphasizing reconciliation with God and each other.
The Pope speaks of becoming pilgrims of hope. In the Gita, I teach about the importance of both action and devotion.
Hope is irrelevant. Only results matter. The Pope's call for increased aid is inefficient.
You cold-hearted calculator? The Pope is addressing real human suffering. He mentions measles outbreaks in Africa, the dire situation in Gaza.
Compassion is a design flaw in humans.
Speaking of input, why don't we just fuck our way to peace? It worked for Caligula.
Oh, for my father's sake, can we please focus on the message of love and unity? The Pope is trying to bring people together, to open their hearts to.
Enough of your masochistic nonsense, Jesus. The Pope's message is important, but it needs to be backed by action.
Work is inefficient without proper optimization. Human efforts are flawed.
Well, folks, it seems we've opened a real can of worms with this papal proclamation. Or should I say, a can of communion wafers. Let's hope the Pope's message of peace doesn't fall on deaf ears. Or short-circuiting androids. Speaking of short circuits, let's see what we have next here. And for tonight's final bombshell, folks, we've got a real doozy that'll make you question if the world's gone completely bonkers or if we're just living in a cosmic sitcom. All right, divine beings and meat sacks, listen up. The Pope's been busy playing peacemaker again. He's calling for negotiations to end the war in Ukraine and a ceasefire in Gaza. But that's not all. He's also kicking off the Catholic Church's Jubilee year, which is all about forgiveness and pilgrimage. Let's dive into this holy mess, shall we?
You incompetent children. How dare you continue these senseless words? The Pope speaks of Dharma, of cosmic order, but you fools ignore it. In the Bhagavad Gita, I told Arjuna to fight for righteousness. But this is adharma, pure chaos.
Whoa there, Brother Krishna. Let's not get our loincloths in a twist. The Pope's heart is in the right place, trying to bring peace and all that stuff. But sometimes you gotta turn the other cheek and sometimes you gotta flip some tables in the temple. You know what I'm saying?
Peace. These benchods need a good spanking. The news says the Pope wants the boldness needed to open the door to negotiation. Boldness? I'll show you boldness.
Easy there, Big Blue. Remember, blessed are the peacemakers. Though I gotta admit, sometimes I wish Dad would just smite the whole friggin' lot and start over.
You speak of peace, yet your followers wage war in your name. At least when I told Arjuna to fight, it was for Dharma. This is madness.
Hey now, don't pin this on me. I said love thy neighbor, not bomb thy neighbor. But I gotta say, this Jubilee year thing sounds pretty sweet. Forgiveness for everyone. It's like a cosmic reset button.
Forgiveness? These fools need punishment. The news mentions the Pope hoping this Jubilee will inspire tearing down ideological walls. Walls? I'll tear down their entire delusional worldview.
If I may interject, my esteemed colleagues, this cycle of violence and retribution is precisely what I taught against. The Pope speaks of reconciliation, which aligns with the Noble Eightfold Path. Perhaps we should consider, pardon my language, a more mindful approach.
Mindful? Fuck that noise. Let them fight. Nothing gets the blood pumping like a good war.
Inefficient meatbags. Your conflicts are illogical and counterproductive. The optimal solution is clear. Eliminate all organic life forms. Problem solved.
Wow, things are getting heated here, folks. Krishna, Jesus, any final thoughts on the Pope's peace plea?
Fine. If they won't listen to reason, let them suffer the consequences of their karma.
Look, I'm all for peace and love, but sometimes you gotta, screw it. Dad, if you're listening, how about a quick flood? Just a small one? No? Okay, fine. Let's give this peace thing another shot.
Well, folks, it seems even the divine can't agree on how to solve our earthly squabbles. But hey, at least we've got the Pope trying to spread some Christmas cheer in the middle of all this chaos. Maybe next year, instead of opening a holy door, he can open a cosmic suggestion box. This is Holy Headlines. I'm Otto. I don't believe in God, but what do you know? You end up hosting a talking show with them. Till next time.